inshallah. Let's move on to the signs and symptoms of depression. Every depressed person gives out enough signs and symptoms that clearly tells whether this person is dealing with mild or severe depression and needs support. Families and friends must look out for these signs so they can help this person provide the support in time to prevent any harmful, irreversible damages and to aid the healing process for this person so that they can come back to a normal, healthy life as soon as possible, inshallah. So the symptoms to look out for is persistent sadness, loss of interest in usual activities. So, for example, this person was a very outgoing person and suddenly they don't want to go out anymore. Suddenly they don't want to meet their friends anymore. Suddenly they don't enjoy the usual activities they used to enjoy. So basically what we're looking for is a drastic change in behavioral pattern. This is not going to be the same for a person who is already an introvert or a kind to somebody who likes to be by themselves. They are not going to display this sign, or that sign is not going to be a detection for their behavior because they already enjoyed being by themselves, right? They were already always a quiet person. So that's what we need to keep an eye on, a drastic change in behavior, their usual normal behavior, and their moods also. So we have to keep an eye on all of that. So for example, somebody enjoys eating, they suddenly stop eating at all. So and then because of that, they lose weight very drastically. On the contrary, someone who didn't like to eat much, was not a big foodie person, and then now they're eating so much and they're gaining sudden drastic weight. So that's it. That's the opposite. Okay, that's contrary to their regular behavior. A person who is depressed also isolate themselves. They in their speech you will find bitterness, sarcasm, darkness. They will be mentioning things that are going to give out signs and signals of hopelessness, worthlessness for themselves, guilt, self-criticism to an extreme level. They don't have any desire to live anymore. A drop of energy, reduced and slow physical or mental activity. They're confused. They're tired all the time. They're experiencing memory loss. They are having difficulty in making decisions, lack of focus, unhealthy physical or emotional patterns. Now, before we move on, I would bring up a very important point. There is something we cannot get fooled by, okay? Do not be fooled by these people if they continue to have all those behaviors and patterns as usual, normal, okay? What they do, subhanAllah, that's one thing about depressed people and quiet people. They are very good at hiding. They're very good at hiding their feelings. They're very good at hiding their emotions. They're very good at pretending. So, and there are many reasons for that. Sometimes they don't want to be judged. Sometimes they don't want to, they don't want to be a problem for others. They don't want to worry other people regarding them. So they hide these things. But the scary part is that they're really, really good at it. So even if you try to keep a close eye, they will seem to be very normal people. But behind doors, they're struggling really, really bad. And subhanAllah, we see that happening all the time. Sometimes experience or an incident happens in around us or in our friends or something, and we're questioning, how did that happen? Why did that happen? How did we miss it? They were so happy last night. We couldn't even, subhanallah. So all these things. So don't be fooled. And so that's why I'm telling you, it's never a bad idea to check up on your friends, on your family members, and let them know that you are there for them if they ever need you in any form, in any way, inshallah. Pay very, very close attention to their words, how they're expressing themselves in current times, when they are going through something. And ultimately, if they end up mentioning anything around the lines of suicide, anything that is that shows that they have given up hope and given up on life, that's something that is a big sign of them struggling to an extreme point where they need help and intervention immediately. And they could be saying things like, I shouldn't even be alive, or when will I die, and I wish it all ends, and it's so painful, I cannot take this pain anymore. Nobody cares about me, nobody loves me, everybody hates me, I hate this life, this is all these things, all of these words and sentences. It's a part of their conversation, and their speech gives out a huge sign that they are struggling with something. It could or could not be suicidal or ideation, but it's never a bad idea to take it serious rather than ignoring it, right? So if somebody is giving out these kind of signs and symptoms, it's better to check on them. It's better to help them, but it's better to assist them in finding help, encourage seeking help. Let them know that it's okay to seek help. It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay that they may need help in this regard, because it's very similar to you being sick with any other condition or sickness, right? So like any other illness needs attention and care, our mental health also needs attention and care. So check up on them regularly and let them know that you are there and you're going to support them through the process of healing, where they might need professional help even. A lot of times, because of the stigma around seeking professional help, people don't go for it. So you need to let your friends and family know that if ever, any time in life, you think, you feel you might need help, you should get it. So kind of like take care of that stigma that's around, that we have created around seeking help for mental health or mental care, inshallah. So subhanallah, the problem, what we see, that oftentimes these people who seem to be very happy and okay end their lives suddenly, and these things happen when you least suspect. Subhanallah, when you least suspect. So keep a close eye on anyone who has given out some sort of symptom, even if it's a minor symptom. Don't take it light. If you know someone's already struggling and recently an argument has happened, an incident has happened, something drastic change that has happened in their life, keep a close eye. Keep a very close eye and check on them regularly. And that is why staying vigilant is so crucial, because the worst happens when you least suspect it. SubhanAllah. Okay? I believe, I truly, personally believe, and my belief is backed by the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hadith, that Suicide is an act of cowardice, and we should not support it. We should not feel sorry. We should condemn it. But we need to keep in mind that we all play some role and contribute towards a condition of a person who is pushed to this point where they decide to end their pain by ending their life. SubhanAllah. We're not absolved of that responsibility. We are going to be asked.